Hi dear students, how are you all? Hopefully fine and well settled. For more topics to learn as our chapter is getting more interesting as we are knowing more about earliest people. So now let's start with our third session. Are you ready? Yay! Let's have a quick recap of our earlier two sessions. Last two sessions we learned why we study history. We learned how do earliest people lived, where they lived, about their traveling, like how they traveled, why they traveled, and what were the effects of their traveling. We even learned an interesting fact of how our country was named India and Bharat. Today, let us learn the topic finding about past through manuscript and inscriptions. What more can we learn about the past? We have found many books written thousands of years ago. These books were written on palm leaves and birch. You must be knowing palm leaves, but birch was specially prepared bark of a tree grown in Himalayas. We have found handwritten books made from palm leaves and birch. Obviously, there were no papers or printing press as we do have now. It was very difficult to write and preserve them. As these books were handwritten, they are called manuscripts. In the term manuscript, manu means hand in Latin. I am telling you a fact that many terminologies of English language came from other languages, be it German or be it Latin. In this way, by using different terminology from different languages, English language is made. So we get many Latin words in English. The same way, this word manu comes from Latin. So manu is hand, script is written. So manuscript means handwritten. Let us know more about manuscript. What was written in these books? Those were found as manuscript. These manuscripts had descriptions of different religion, different kings, science in those days, medicines that were used, and literature. We will discuss more about in the coming chapters. Actually, our Vedas and Puranas were manuscripts. These manuscripts were written in Sanskrit, Pali, and Tamil language. These were the mostly spoken languages in those days. Another topic is inscription. What does inscription means? The way we learned manuscript means manu hand and script written, that is handwritten. In the same way, can you think what is inscription? Any guesses? Okay, let me tell you. Inscriptions means we break the word into two. Scriptions means written and in means inside. So inscription means written inside, that is carved. These inscriptions basically were carved on hard surface, a hard surface like stone or some metal. You can see images of some of the inscriptions, both stone and metal, in the slide. These inscriptions were more beneficial compared to manuscripts, as inscription would not spoil in course of time as they were inscripted on stone or metals, but manuscript which were handwritten on palm leaves or birch would spoil in a course of time. These inscriptions had records of victory, orders, kings, etc., which many things were written on this inscription. Now, next topic arises is how to find about the past. We come to know about the past from people who study about past. And the people who study about past are called archaeologists. Archae means old, olden times. Logistic means to study. So archaeologist means people those who study olden times. What do these archaeologists do? They study old buildings, paintings and sculptures and try to understand what had happened in the past. What more do archaeologists do? They explore places where they can find things from ancient times. When they find such places, what they do is excavate. What means excavation? Excavation means they dig under the surface of the earth to find the remains of the past like tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins. When they find such remains, they can study what type of things were used in the past. Most of the remains that they found were made of bones, baked clay or metal, which are hard and imperishable, substance that usually survive for a long time. The next topic is what do date means? If someone asks you what is the date today and you say 10th January 2020. 10th January. 10th is the date, January is the month. Then what is 2020? So 2020 years have passed since Jesus Christ was born. Now you will think, where did Jesus Christ come from? Some of you may even think, who is Jesus Christ? Now let me explain you whatever history we study or any education that we take is all Western education. We look at the world with the view of Westerners. Whatever Westerner people have seen and studied, we follow the same. The Westerners are maximum Christians by religion, and Christians do believe that Jesus Christ was born approximately around 2000 years ago. The date may vary in present as it is assumption. Birth of Jesus is considered as 0 point of the history timeline. The events those happened before the birth of Jesus Christ is known as before Christ, that is BC. The time after the birth of Christ is known as Anno Domini, that is AD. So now you must have got an fair idea about BC and AD. Let me explain you more clearly with some example. For example, if we say 10,000 BC means 10,000 years before Christ's birth, and today 2000 year comes to 12,000 years ago. Some way AD means after the birth of Christ, means we are in 2000 AD. It has been 2000 years that Jesus was born. Nowadays, we also call AD as CE 2, that means Common Era, and BC as BCE, that is before Common Era. Now we will learn more about elsewhere, that is Rosetta Stone of Egypt. You can see in the slide that we have image of Rosetta Stone of Egypt. Many inscriptions contain both scripts and language. Language change over time. It is difficult to understand the inscription. Archaeologists and scholars try to decode the language on inscriptions and understand what is written on them. This process is called depiction. Decipher means to find new things. So, Rosetta Stone had three different languages and scripts: Greek and two forms of Egyptian. Scholars found it more difficult of different language and sign it had. They had to use both language pronunciations to decode the inscription. There are many inscriptions, those are still worked upon by the scholars. I hope you all have liked and understood the whole chapter. In the next session, we'll solve question answers. Thank you.